Hi everyone, it's Laura, and I hope you're all doing well. So for those of y'all who are new to my channel, I'm a registered dietitian, and I'm all about helping you live a healthier life. Tip number one is to never get too hungry, because when we get too hungry, that's when we make poor decisions, and that's when we're just wanting to get something in our bodies because we're so hungry. And at that time, that's when we make rash decisions and aren't thinking clearly. So never allow yourself to get to the point where you're too hungry. And to go along with that one, tip number two is to keep your kitchen stocked with healthy foods. Don't get to the point to where you don't have any food in the house, to where you don't have any healthy options, to where the only options you have are unhealthy. And not only in your kitchen, but in your purse, in your bag, in your desk at work, in your car. Wherever you need to keep a healthy snack, keep it there. Because if the food's not there, you're not gonna eat it. So make sure to keep it stocked. Tip number three is to not focus on numbers. Don't be so critical of the calories, of the protein, of the fat, of the carbs, but instead listen to your body. Because when we start becoming too focused on the numbers, then that can lead to disordered eating. That's when food starts impacting our mood, because we become discouraged because we went over the calories that we wanted to go over by 200 calories that day. And that's not how food should be. That's not how living a healthy life should be. It should be all about listening to your body, listening to what feels right. If you're hungry, then eat. If you're not hungry, then don't eat. Tip number four is to get adequate sleep. I can't stress to you how important this is. Making sure to get at least 7 hours of sleep a night is critical, especially if you're wanting to lose weight. If you're wanting to give your body time to restore, time to rest, it's important to get that sleep in. Tip number five is to avoid crash diets. Diets that claim to lose a bunch of weight really quickly. Those diets, you'll gain it back just as quickly, I promise you. And the majority of the time, you'll gain even more back. So stay away from diets that say lose 10 pounds in a week, or take this pill, or take this supplement, or drink this tea, and you'll lose a whole bunch of weight. Stay away from those, because those aren't the mindset that we want you to be in. We want you to be in the mindset of, these are changes I'm gonna see myself doing for a very, very long time, for the rest of my life. So if you're dedicated and you're motivated to lose weight and keep it off, then stay away from the crash diets. Tip number six is to focus on the present moment. Focus on today. What can you do today to be healthier? What are realistic goals for today, for this week, that will get you to your goals? And being realistic about them, not trying to make a whole bunch of changes really quickly, but taking it a little bit slower. Figure out what you can do right now, today, to be a healthier version of you. Tip number seven is to pack in the fresh fruits and vegetables. Pack in fresh ingredients. And just get away from the chemicals, from the processed crap, because that isn't giving you any nutrition, that isn't giving you any energy, that isn't making you healthier, that isn't helping you lose weight. What will help you lose weight is consuming the fresh fruits and vegetables, fresh whole grains, fresh nuts and seeds, things that are alive, things that came from the ground and that are fresh and nutrient dense. Tip number eight is to take time to enjoy your food and to slow down with your meal. Because whenever you don't take the time to enjoy your food, it leads to your stomach not having enough time to register to your brain that you're full. And as a result, you end up eating more than you need, because it takes your stomach 20 minutes to tell your brain that it is full. And so the quicker you eat, the more likely you're going to overeat, because your stomach hasn't had time to talk to your brain. And as a result, you're gonna get to the point where you're just so full and it's just gonna hit you. And you're gonna be so full and too full, and we don't want you to get to that point. So take time, enjoy the food you've prepared. It takes 20, 30, 40 minutes to prepare a meal. And so the amount of time it's taking you to prepare that, take time to enjoy it, take time to appreciate it, take time to be grateful for the food that you have, and not just rush through your meals. Tip number 9 is to get support. So reach out to a friend, reach out to a loved one, there are various different websites and forums online full of people that are wanting to lose weight and get healthier. So get that support, get that accountability, and get that motivation as well. My last tip, tip number 10, is to appreciate and recognize your successes. In this journey of getting healthier, there are gonna be times when you disappoint yourself or when you make an unhealthy choice, when you had every intentional of being healthy. And that's okay. But what you should focus on are your successes. Where did you succeed? Where did you do exactly what you intended to do? And focus on those, and recognizing that your successes are what will fuel your motivation for the future. So I hope these quick little tips helped y'all out. If you have any suggestions for future videos, please feel free to leave them down below. I'm available for meal planning. I'm also available for counseling via Skype or telephone or in person if you live in Alabama. Anyways, I hope y'all are doing well, and I'll be seeing you on my next video. Bye. So like I mentioned, I do have dry skin, and so for a scrub, I use this about once a week if I need it. If I don't need it, I don't use it because it is rather harsh, but it's this brightening facial scrub, and it's from A Cure.